Okay, Taurus, so what I see here, we have the Eight of Swords. This is what you're currently desiring for the month of July. And the Eight of Swords is about a crisis, but a crisis in the way of something or an issue coming to a head. This is about having a moment, a critical moment that happens. This could be between you and someone else that is significant to you. It could be about a business. It could be a family. It's about having a discussion. Because it's a sword, it is communication. So I feel strongly that a lot of you are wanting some type of communication to come to a head, that you feel that there is some issue that needs to be discussed. Maybe this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time, and you're ready. You're ready this month. You know that it's important that you communicate how you're feeling to this person or to a family member or in work, whatever, however this is going to apply. And it's a serious matter. It's something that is important to you, and it is something that needs to be discussed. So the reason for this discussion for some of you is because it's pertinent, or it's going to affect your decisions of how you're going to move forward. I feel that whatever this discussion is, it relates to your goals. It relates to your dreams. It relates to your plans. And that's why this is important. So whoever this conversation needs, and maybe this is a conversation you need to have with yourself. I mean, it could even be that. It could be you need to kind of sit down and really think about something that you need to decide. You need this to come to a head so you know how to move forward with your goals and your dreams. And for some of you, fear has been preventing you from having this discussion or from moving forward, that you've had this goal or you've had this dream, but because of some type of anxiety or fear, it has prevented you from moving forward. And so your confidence may have taken a knock or may have been shaken. And because of that, that is why this situation needs to come to a head for you. Whatever the situation is, Taurus, you know that it's temporary. You know that it's not permanent. And if you've been feeling stuck, you desire to move out of this. That's why you're ready, and some of you are desiring to actually have this crisis or have this conversation, have this discussion, because it could be just a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a discussion. But you're tired of being stuck. You're tired. You finally come to this place where you realize you've been stuck, that somehow you have been prevented from moving forward. And you're aware of this now. You're aware that you've been feeling stuck. And you're aware that because of you've been afraid, you haven't been able to move forward. So I feel that this month your desire is to start making progress and to start stepping out, to start taking those steps that are going to get you out of the situation. And the reason you're craving this clarification or this discussion is so that you can gain clarity. You know, when you see this card, the Eight of Swords here, I mean, it's pouring down rain. It's pouring down water. And even though that's kind of intense, I feel that a lot of you want that intensity. You just want clarity. You're tired of being in the dark or in the fog, or, you want this just to be washed away so that you can see clearly on how to move forward. You're really craving that. You're desiring it just to be cleared. You want to have clarity of thought. And with that clarity of thought, even if this is an intense discussion, and even if you really haven't wanted, like part of you hasn't wanted to be confrontational or wanted to stir the pot, you realize that it's necessary, because with it, you're going to be able to make any adjustments that you need to get back on track, to get back on facing your goal, doing what you need to do to go forward. So very interesting. Okay, Taurus, so as far as what you have been valuing or identifying with, we actually have the Temperance card. This is very beautiful energy. I really like this card. So what you have been valuing or identifying with is this is about reflection. This is about being cautious. And this is a beautiful part about your sign, Taurus, is that you are reflective. You don't just jump into things impulsively. This is about being moderate, careful, cautious, reflecting. I feel that, you know, if you've been seeking to make this change, or you're desiring something to come to a head, you've thought about this clearly, Taurus. You've been taking the time out to step back, to pause, to reflect. You are also aware that diplomacy and compromise are important. You are making sure that you're not rushing into something. And if you need to have something, you know, a conversation or a confrontation, you're going to be very sure of it. You're going to be very in tune that this is where you need to go. I also feel like you're about healing right now, Taurus, and you're ready to bring peace, tranquility, and serenity into your life. That's your ultimate goal. So if there's a need to have some type of intense confrontation or conversation, or something needs to be manifested that's not fun, there's a reason for that, because your end goal is peace and harmony, and even peace and harmony in relationship. You don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to stir the pot. You don't want to cause conflict. But you realize after taking some time and a period of reflection that this is what's necessary for you to move forward, that in order to continue to gain this peace and harmony, you have to have some issues resolved. And you have to have some issues made clear. So I feel that a lot of you have been taking your time, and you're realizing that some things have to come to a head for you to move forward. Okay, so the challenge this month, Taurus, interestingly enough, or the illusion or the distraction, is the Nine of Pentacles. And this actually represents conquest. And what I'm getting from this is that because you have so many goals, because you're so ambitious, the challenge this month is going to be, I mean, what's funny is you're a very patient sign, but I feel like it's patience. I feel like you have such a big plan. You already have it all mapped out. Some of you already have all your goals. You have, you know, you're thinking long term. You're seeing the big picture. The challenge this month is keeping this in perspective with kind of this other issue that you're dealing with. It's kind of like focusing on the small part of the big picture. The challenge is going to be not becoming overly ambitious or focusing, you know, totally on, for some of you, it could be money. I mean, because this is about wealth. So some of you just not focusing on the money or on the completion. For some of you, it might be about just enjoying the journey, because the Nine of Pentacles is really almost about finishing, being completed, done, conquering, overcoming everything. And so this month, some of you may not want to really do the work that's involved with this, because it's tough. It's tough to have to deal with some of these issues. And the challenge could be being patient and knowing that this is part of the process, because of course it's always, you know, it's always enjoyable to reap the reward, but the part of the beauty is in the journey. It's not always about the destination. So this month, just enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, not really focusing on the end result, but just enjoying each day, enjoying what you're learning. Each experience is rich, and making the most of every opportunity. If you're not fully where you want to be yet, still loving yourself and being patient with that process, and loving those around you, and knowing that you're on your way. So the challenge and the illusion is going to be to feel that maybe the grass is greener on the other side, or you'll only be happy when everything is finished or finalized, or you've accomplished all your goals. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, of course, that will bring happiness, material wealth, and, you know, achievements. However, you know, happiness and contentment is really a state of mind. And so just being content and happy and joyful with what you currently have and not looking at accomplishing everything to finally be happy. So it is a potential for some of you, could be the challenge this month. Okay, so as far as the actions to take, or this could be something that some of you are experiencing, we have the Two of Swords. And this kind of represents a struggle with someone else in regards to your goals and dreams. And I feel like this is kind of what some of you are dealing with. It could be an air sign because you do have a couple of swords here. So some of you might be dealing with an Aries, an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, because you do have a couple of swords in your chart or in your reading. So this is talking about a stalemate situation where it doesn't seem like there's a clear, decisive winner or way. This kind of talks about feeling stuck based on, you know, indecision or inner confusion. Which direction do you go? So this kind of resonates to why I feel like you are desiring to actually have a confrontation or have an issue come to a head, because some of you are facing this stalemate situation where you don't know which way to go. You know, there's more than one option, or it's not clear, or you're in a stalemate situation with someone. And so I feel that what the universe wants you to do is to try a different approach. Maybe look at it from a different angle and know that no decision is still a decision. So in order to change the situation, some of you may have to find a creative approach to this. This may not be easy. Some of you are in complicated issues that, you know, aren't really clear or black and white, that, you know, it's complicated. Another thing this can point to is actually forming an alliance or finding other people that are like-minded that can help you, or finding an ally or someone that can kind of have your back. So if some of you are in a tough situation and you might need more support this month, this can talk about partnering with someone that is going to be beneficial and kind of have your side and help you. So it can kind of appeal to different people differently. But I feel that for many of you, Taurus, you know, you're going to have to be creative this month. And this is about communication. It is a sword. So this is how you're communicating to people, and having to communicate maybe in a different way, a different approach, because you are needing clarity this month for whatever the situation is. You need clarity, and approaching that situation in a unique way that I think is harmonious and being diplomatic is going to be your best bet. As far as the attitude to take, we have the Six of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that some of you, it could be, to be honest, this could be a little bit of a challenging month for some of you, because I feel that some of you are having anxiety about money, or whatever this issue is that's caused your frustration. And the key here is that it's about knowing that it's timing, that you can do certain things to alleviate this anxiety, but you also have to kind of just know, like, as the cigarette is burning, you just have to kind of let it do its thing. Like, you can only do so much. That time is the key, and that the more time that you can let pass for this to clear, it's going to help your dreams become manifested. So, for example, if you are just, you know, you're obviously desiring to have this serious confrontation or have this issue rise to the surface. And for some of you, it's going to be a matter of time. You're not going to be able to force it. Maybe you want it done like today, but you've done everything you can do, and you know that right now you just have to let it rest. And it might be anxiety producing for some of you. Just waiting is like, tick tock, tick tock. Some of you, this could be money, because it is a pentacle. So this issue could be concerning money. But the key here is to calm yourself and to seek to relieve your anxieties by doing those things that make you feel good. Knowing that, there's only certain things that are in your control. And just remember that this time will pass, and to self-soothe yourself if necessary. Because for some of you, things are not going to be in your control this month, in the sense that you want to have that discussion, or you want some situation to come to a head and you can't rush it. It's like you desire that, but it may be towards the end of the month, or it may be next month. For some of you, there is going to be kind of a waiting period, and the temptation, if you're feeling anxious, is to calm yourself, to soothe your anxiety, to relax, to let go, and to know that you're doing everything that you can. And that all you can do is wait. All you can do is let go and be patient. Let's just rehash before we get to the outcome. We have the Eight of Swords, which represents something coming to a head, a crisis. So many of you are seeking clarity on an issue. I feel that you're tired of being in the dark, or you're tired of being confused, and you want answers. And you realize, for some of you, that this is going to be a conversation or a situation that you're desiring to clarify so that you can move forward. And I feel that with a lot of you, this relates to your dreams and your goals. And that's why you're realizing it's necessary for this issue to come to a head, that you have to gain some clarity in order to move forward. As far as what you are valuing, we have the Temperance card. And so I feel that many of you are reflecting. You've been in a state of reflection, and you're really being cautious. You're really taking your time. You're not rushing into things. You're really keeping your head on your shoulders. And at the end of the day, I feel a lot of Taurus really just want peace and harmony and serenity. And that in order to continue their peace and harmony, something has to come to a head. As far as the challenge, we have the Nine of Pentacles. And that's about conquest. That's about victory. That's kind of about all your material and financial goals all coming to fruition. So I feel like this month there's more, I don't want to say dirty work, but there's harder work to do. And so the challenge is going to be not wishing that you were just there already, that you've accomplished everything that you wanted. Like I'll be happy when I'm a millionaire, or I'll be happy when I have that house, or I'll be happy when I'm married, whatever it is. That's the temptation, that's not the truth, that happiness is a state of mind, and to remember that there's beauty in the journey. It's not all about the destination. So just kind of keeping that clear. As far as the right actions to take, this could apply in different ways. Some of you are stuck or feeling stuck in a decision, feeling at a stalemate with someone, where you just don't have the clarity or know which way to go. And so I feel that whatever actions you take this month, Taurus, need to help you with this issue, whatever this issue is. This indecision, feeling stuck, or just getting more clarity so you know which way to go. This could also talk about partnering with others that are going to be on your side, that are going to help you, that are going to give you the support that you need in order to get through this little patch. As far as the right attitude to take, we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is all about being patient. This is all about knowing that you're going to do as much as you can, but some of this is out of your control. Some of this is just a matter of time, that sometimes you just have to let time pass in order to have something resolve or work out. And so if anxiety is happening, or you're feeling anxious about money or whatever, just about letting go and trusting that God has your back, that you will get the help that you need, and that time will pass, that this too shall pass, this is temporary. And just knowing that you can only do what you can do, and the rest you just have to let go and let God. And as far as if you do all these things, the outcome card we actually have is the Queen of Cups. And this is a really beautiful energy. And to me, this is really a strong Taurus energy in the sense of emotional nurturing. I feel that if you get this clarity that you need, Taurus, you're going to really feel good. You're really going to be at a place of nurturing within yourself. You're going to feel increased self-confidence, self-esteem. You're going to feel a sense of self-sufficiency and empowerment. I feel that you're going to gain wisdom, and you're also going to be, it's going to help you be your best and highest self, because you're going to have a kind and gentle energy. I mean, kind of a motherly energy that you care about people. You care about what you're doing. You care about those loved ones in your life. And by gaining clarity, it's going to assist you in helping your dreams come true. Whatever these goals are that you have, you're going to feel emotionally comforted. You're going to feel emotionally nurtured by realizing what you need to realize. You're also going to be sensitive to other people's feelings. So you're not just going to be like all completely self-serving. You're going to factor in other people in your life, and you're going to be a good friend, someone that can help when someone needs help. So I feel that a lot of you are really, as much as you don't like the conflict, and that's not really your true nature, some of you are realizing that that is what's necessary this month in order for you to move forward with where you're going. And so just be patient. Know that however this is going to manifest for you, the timing might be different for some of you, but I feel that most of you are on the right track, that you're handling it really well. And I think as you continue to stay calm and stay focused and just trusting the universe to provide for you at the perfect time, you'll know what you need to do.